guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing a kind of long awaited Q&A. So a couple weeks ago I asked you guys on the community tab if you had any questions for me, and I filmed that Q&A while I was in Florida last week. However, as I told you guys, I had some issues with uploading, so I figured I would just go ahead and refilm it because I like to keep my videos like up to date and stuff like that. If you happen to be new here, what's up? My name is Adrienne. I would love if you hit the subscribe button. This is a good first video to watch of mine because you're gonna get to know me a little bit better. But yeah, I just upload new videos every week on here about life and school and stuff like that. And you guys asked me a ton of great questions, so thank you. If I happened to not get to yours, feel free to leave it on this video or shoot me a DM on Instagram and we can totally talk. But anyways, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So the first question is, what about UNC Charlotte is it that you love so much / made you want to stay there? So if you guys didn't know this, I actually came to college when I was a freshman with the intentions of transferring. I was going to try and shoot for a better known school, I guess, like NC State or Chapel Hill, which is a really bad mentality to have, but that was my plan. And when I came here, I actually ended up falling in love with it. And the first thing I loved is how homey the school, like the campus itself is very homey. Everything is, it's a big campus, but everything is in like close reach, and it's just a very nice campus, so I loved that. And then I also loved how there's so much more going on in Charlotte than just the school. I feel like some colleges can kind of just be a college town where all you have is the college, but here we have, you know, we have downtown, the Panthers, the Hornets. We have tons of little art districts, so there's like Plaza Midwood, there's NODA, there's just so much going on here, and it's growing really, really quickly. So I quickly realized when I came here that I wanted to stay, and that made me feel really lucky because I do know a lot of people that don't get that feeling when they go to college and they like want to transfer. So yeah, just go with your gut at the end of the day. Like if you feel like you need to leave, leave, but I felt like I needed to stay. Next question is, did you have any second thoughts about your major? So no, I actually haven't had any second thoughts. I think I kind of questioned if I wanted to do finance right when I was declaring it, but as the years have gone by, I am very grateful that I picked a field that I will probably always have job security because there's so many finance jobs everywhere. Like everywhere I look, there's finance jobs. And also it was a study or a field of study that like definitely challenged me, and I definitely feel like I have learned a lot from college and that I've gotten my money's worth. Yeah, as graduation approaches, like every night, you guys, I'm pretty much online looking at potential jobs. I'm not applying to jobs, but I'm just kind of like browsing, and I am very, very happy that I picked finance. All right, this next question is something I get asked a lot, and a lot of you guys asked it here, so I'm just gonna answer it. But people are wondering what happened with me and Catherine, and if you're new here, you probably don't know who Catherine is, but she makes YouTube videos here on YouTube. She started with makeup and now she does art videos, and you guys are probably gonna be surprised, but nothing happened. Like, Catherine and I are still friends. If I were to hit her up right now, she would totally text me back, and we still FaceTime and stuff. The thing is like, she lives in Los Angeles and I'm on the completely other side of the country, and it was a lot easier for us to see each other when we were in high school. We didn't have bills back then, so it was a lot easier to travel. Also, our schedules back then were just very similar. But yeah, nothing happened. There's no drama between us, no tension. She is still somebody that I could call a very close friend of mine. Another question kind of about friendships, relationships, but somebody asked, what happened to your last relationship? I remember you had a boyfriend, he visited you in Hawaii, and now you mentioned that you're single. So yes, I am single. I did have a boyfriend kind of like in the middle of last year up until like, I don't know, before Thanksgiving, but I chose to end the relationship just because, to be completely honest with you guys, like, I don't see myself settling down this young in life, and I do think it's fun to date and stuff like that, but I think it's good to be on the same page with somebody, and I think I was dating someone that was looking to get settled down because he was older, so it's like, you know, we just weren't on the same page about a lot of things, and I just know that I'm moving soon, so I don't really see the point in like being in a relationship here. I was happy in that relationship, but I will say I'm like a lot happier single, and I feel like I'm just able to, I don't know, do me, and it feels really good. Can you tell us about the jewelry you wear? Like, what's your go-to jewels every day, and particularly your rings? I love them so much. Thank you. So every day pretty much I wear these two necklaces, and it's weird because I used to be somebody that would never mix gold and silver. but it's actually really grown on me. So I really like the way this looks. I feel like in a few months I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, I don't like that. But right now I really do like the way this looks. And then I also just kind of wear basic hoops every day. These are actually clip-in hoops because my earring holes are super messed up right now. So I'm just kind of doing clip-ins. Sometimes I'll wear bracelets, but I don't know, I feel like they can be kind of annoying sometimes. So sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. But then for rings, I usually just wear a combination of silver rings. I'm really bummed because I lost my favorite silver ring. It had like a really cute gem on it. I lost that in Florida, but I kind of just like to buy little silver rings whenever I'm out. I just like to wear very simple jewelry. Also, if you're looking to get like very simple stuff like this, Urban Outfitters has very simple chokers. And then as far as like earrings, Target, they have some really good like 14K earring sets. I actually have a couple of them, but I can't wear them just because I'm trying to let my holes get their business together. Next question, what do you plan on doing after school? Are you gonna stay in Charlotte or move back home? What kind of career are you thinking about going into? Okay, so first of all, sorry if it's like getting annoying how I keep talking about like what I'm doing after school. I feel like I mention it in every video, but it's a big part of my life right now. But what I plan on doing after school. So it's like 99% sure that I'm probably gonna be moving to Florida. At this point, it's just about figuring out where. I was really leaning towards the Tampa area. However, lately, like honestly, ever since I got back from Florida, I've been kind of leaning towards Miami. And I just say that because I am a city gal. And yes, Tampa does have a downtown, but I think I would just have a lot of fun living in Miami for a couple years. It gives me very similar vibes to Honolulu, except way bigger. And as you guys know, I lived in Honolulu all summer. So yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna try and manifest living. Right now though, I'm like really leaning towards Miami or Tampa or St. Petersburg. As far as what kind of career I want to go into immediately, so I've been thinking a lot, and I don't think I'm ready to settle down into any kind of like full-time salary position. I think I want to start with a full-time internship and just kind of like really get the feel for the field, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to rush anything. But yeah, that is my plan as of right now. I think I'm gonna wait to apply to jobs and stuff until like the beginning of the summer, just because I'm looking for a job that's gonna start in the fall. And right now, all of these jobs are starting in the summer, and I'm not gonna be ready to move anywhere until August/September. All right, next question is, how do you afford tuition and stuff? Do you have a part-time job, or do you basically make all of your money from YouTube? Okay, so I've kind of talked about this before, but yes, I do pay tuition. I'm responsible for my own tuition. And obviously like I could not afford to like pay it all at once. So what I end up doing is every time I get a bill from the school, which is like twice a year, I pay whatever I can at the moment. So let's say my bill for tuition was $5,000 for the semester, and I can put down like $2,500. So I'll pay $2,500 of my own money, and then I'll do a loan for the remaining balance. And that way I'm not in like a huge amount of debt. I'm still gonna be graduating with like $20,000 of debt, but it really has like helped eliminate it a little bit. And then as far as like how I make my money, right now, yes, YouTube is my full-time job. However, I've talked about this, I had a job from the age of 16 until I was 21. So I did wait tables, and I worked at pizza places, and I nannied. I've done it all. But yeah, I've gotten to this point now that I can make YouTube sustainable, and it means so much. But I'm definitely like gonna be getting a job when I graduate college. So this full-time YouTube thing is not gonna be forever, but right now it really is awesome. And like I can't even explain to you guys how much of a toll it's taken off my shoulders my senior year, that like this is my job and then I don't have to go to any other kind of like business and work. It really means a lot. I got a lot of questions about what it's like to live alone in college, and I actually don't live alone. I have 2 roommates here at my house. When I was a freshman, I had 3 suite mates, and I've just like always had roommates. The only time I've ever actually lived alone was in Hawaii. I lived alone for 3 months at a studio. But yeah, in Hawaii was the only time I've ever actually lived alone. And I actually really liked it. It was just super peaceful, and I was really lucky to have my brother a few miles away, because if I ever got bored or lonely, I could just go hang out with him. All right, next question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Will you see yourself on YouTube or pursuing something else? So in 5 years, I will be 26, and in 10 years, I'll be 31. But yeah, I definitely do see myself still doing YouTube. I was doing it 10 years ago, so I don't know why I wouldn't be doing it in 10 years. So I'll definitely still be doing YouTube, probably on the side, and then I just really hope that I'm happy with whatever career I have. That's really just like my biggest goal, is making sure I'm happy and that I don't feel like I'm settling, you know what I mean? Like, I just really want to have the type of life that I have the freedom to travel and just do me a lot. One of my biggest life goals is to start some kind of company, but that's something that is not going to happen for a long time, but maybe it will happen within 10 years, I don't know. What are some of your recent favorite songs? So I don't have any specific songs, but Offset did just come out with a new album called Father of Four, and it's a really, really, really good album. I don't know if you guys like rap, but it's just really good. And Cardi's on one of the tracks called Clout, and it's a really good song, so check it out. Someone asked, what is one thing you chose not to do throughout college that you wish you would have done? I would say I wish I would have kind of gotten more involved with another on-campus organization. Obviously, I'm in a sorority, and that's been a lot of fun, but I think if I would have gotten involved in some kind of student government organization, I don't know, I just think I would have met more people that way. Like, I've met a lot of people in college, but I feel like I would have met a different type of group that way. I don't know. Next question is, as someone who is a senior, how have you been proactive about the balance of enjoying your second semester of senior year while still preparing for post-grad life? Also, you're beautiful and I love your kind spirit. Oh, thank you so much, Sierra. Okay, so this is a really good question because I definitely don't think I'm doing as much to prepare for post-grad life as some people are doing. So I have a lot of friends that are definitely staying in Charlotte when they graduate, and so they're like hustling, they're trying to find a job so that they can just immediately start working when they're graduating, and I don't think I'm staying in Charlotte, so I have not really been on this like huge job search, but I do think about post-grad life every single day. Like, I think about, you know, kind of the direction I want to go in and what my plan is, and at the same time I'm just trying to enjoy life for like the moment, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be in the moment and wake up every day and just be grateful. You can really easily get yourself worked up and overwhelmed by falling into pressure, and I feel like society places such a big pressure on you to have your life figured out. I went to my professor's office hours the other day to take a test, and she was asking me about like what I'm gonna do when I graduate, and I kind of had explained that I'm just gonna kind of get an internship, and she didn't seem impressed. And I'm the type of person that like, I'm not gonna let that affect me, like I don't really care, but I feel like it's like really important that you remember that like everyone has their own path, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm totally going off topic, but how I'm balancing it all is, yeah, I'm just trying to not only live in the moment, but also kind of like mentally prepare myself and just formulate some kind of plan. Somebody asked, what is your ideal daily schedule for a productive day and how do you stick to it? So I would say make a to-do list and make sure it's realistic. So don't put too much stuff on there. Don't put too little stuff on there. Block out time to do specific things, and once again, stay realistic. So like if something you know is gonna take a long time, give yourself a long time on your, you know, calendar to do it. And also a really good way to have a productive day is to put your phone down or just put it on airplane mode or delete certain apps. That also really helps. Next question is, have you ever had a time in college where you felt lonely or alone? How did you handle those times and improve socially? So yeah, I would say that I think the loneliest I felt in college was when I was a sophomore. I had kind of been in like a relationship with this guy, and it was like my first actual relationship, and we had broken up, and I felt really lonely. And the best way to deal with it is just to surround yourself with people. However, I know that's hard to do because not everybody has just an abundance of people to surround yourself with. And I honestly think if you feel lonely, go to a gym or something. There's like so much human interaction that can happen at a gym, or go to a cafe. Like, go somewhere that you're forced to have human interaction, and I'm telling you, it helps. I know when I was in Hawaii this past summer, a lot of my friends were like, dude, like, do you not feel lonely? Like, you really only have like your brother and a couple friends out there. And yeah, sometimes it felt a little bit lonely, but what really felt good was being able to become comfortable with just being happy with myself, you know, and just like making plans with myself and going out and doing stuff by myself. And obviously that's not something I would want to do like nonstop every day, you know, like you need some human interaction. But I think a lot of people feel like kind of shocked at first when they're forced to do stuff alone. But maybe like look at it in a different way. Look at it as in, I get to enjoy my own presence, you know what I mean? Next question is, would you ever consider going vegan? So I actually have been vegan before. I was vegan the summer after my freshman year of college for about 7 months, I want to say, and I really did enjoy it for the time. It just was not something that was going to work out for me in the long run. But I think overall anybody that tries to live a more plant-based, zero waste, lesser waste lifestyle is doing great things for the environment. So no, I'm not vegan right now. I have been vegan, but I probably will not be vegan again. All right, and the final question is, what is the thing you're most proud of that you've accomplished in your undergrad? Okay, so I think I'm most proud of this YouTube channel that I have maintained, I guess. This channel has had its ups and its downs throughout the past 10 years. Like, you guys, I stopped uploading videos for like months while I was a sophomore just because I was not doing well. And I'm really, really lucky that I have an audience that is so understanding about all that kind of stuff. And I've like been like hardcore like working on this channel for like over a year now, and it feels really good. So I'm very proud, but it's also something that's like a two-way street. Like, I have you guys to thank for it. But yeah, I'm definitely proud of this YouTube channel. All right guys, so that pretty much sums it up for this video. Thank you if you asked any kind of question. I want to do more of these because I feel like it's just a really nice way for us to talk and you guys to get to know me better. Hopefully I answered some questions that you've had. If you haven't seen them already, I did upload 2 videos earlier this week, so be sure to go check those out. And I'm gonna have a spring haul up either tomorrow or Tuesday for you guys, so be on the lookout for that. By the way, Cleo has literally been right here the whole time, so she says hello. We're both in the winter hibernation mode right now. Literally, you guys, it's been raining. It's been raining for a week now. I think it was sunny on Monday, but other than that, it rained all week. And let's pull up the forecast. Look at that. Look at all of that rain. Whatever, we're going with it, we're dealing with it, we're making the best of it. But I love you guys so much. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys very soon in my next video. Bye guys.